What I'm going to do today is work on this cabinet here. Take the doors off first and then clean out what's inside because there's quite a bit of stuff in there. And I really don't have anywhere to put it. That's the biggest problem with doing this kind of thing. When you take an established area that's being used as storage and take it down, then you need a place to put the stuff. So I guess I'll pile it all on the workbench for now. I don't even remember building this cabinet. Like just little bits and pieces maybe. But for the most part, it's gone. Completely washed from my memory. So, not a memorable project. But the ones that you do that are, just for the sake of utility and getting it done, seldom are. I mean, the things that you remember are the well-made things. And this definitely isn't among them. I do remember making this hook, though, for all the good it did. I mean, the compressor was in here before, and that's what this is for the hose. And then it wasn't that long after that I moved the compressor out to the shed. All right, door number 2, Monty. What's behind door number 2? Well, my old belt sander is behind there, and another belt sander. This one's for the lathe. Interesting project. It really didn't do well. A good idea, but not a really universal one. And the motor unit from my old homemade table saw that I was going to use to make a radial arm saw, but I'm not going to use that now. And the blower from my dust collector, my old dust collector, which I think I'm gonna set up somewhere. All right, well, I kind of forgot about this, but I've got the perfect place to put this stuff. It's on the back side of this unit that, goes back in against the wall. Also gives me the opportunity to get in here with a broom and clean it out. Okay, this is the fullest that this has been since I built it. And this is what it's supposed to look like, basically. It's supposed to have stuff in there that I may need at some point, but I don't need all the time. The only exception here are the jigs. My box joint jigs are down on the bottom. They should be in a more accessible location, and they will be in the new cabinets that I built down there. Here's an oldie. This is my contour gauge that I made a long time ago. And I mean, it works, but not great. What could make this work a lot better is if all these individual fingers were coated with water-based polyurethane. That would make them slipperier. And the biggest trick with this was making these sides here that clamp them down curved enough so that they put enough pressure in the middle to keep the things from just falling out when you tighten the ends, and then not to like over tighten the ends. This was more work than it was worth because I've never actually used this. And here's the 6x48 sanding belts that I bought, I don't know, 6 years ago to build the sander. So that's an upcoming project. Okay, I can get these shelves taken out and I can start taking this thing apart. All right, changed out the lens to the wide one, and I've got my hearing protectors to try to keep the little bit of hearing I have left. And I'm ready to bash this apart. and it should come easily. Well, I guess I don't have much choice now, since half of this just fell apart. You know what? I got a better idea for this anyway. You know how the two filters are facing forward? Well, they don't have to be. They can be in a plenum that's kind of V-shaped. Two filters slide in facing each other with that V space in between. And that could be over the one side, the blower next to it. Also, there could be one on the front, one underneath. That'll work as well. So I get to use the same size filters again. And just move the blower over. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take all this down, but that'll be a job for later. Anyway, this panel is left, nothing really holding that in. All right, so I cut this prop to length. This was on one of the shelves on the front, and I screwed it down to the top of the bench down here, not the bench, but the cabinet down here. And I lifted up this end of the thing and put it back together. So, like, the only real thing I have to do is close in this end of the plenum, and it'll be just the same as it was before, because all this stays in place until this stuff is done. Right? I need this area to move this stuff to, and then I'll rebuild the enclosure. Basically, the fan unit for the air cleaner is fine. I don't need to do anything with that. Just the enclosure for it. It'll be further over there, tighter to the sheet storage. And I may expand the sheet storage this way a little bit too, now that the thing is smaller. Because, like I said, this cabinet that goes into the corner is not that deep, especially the upper. The lower one I'm seeing at about 16 inches deep. It doesn't have to be any deeper than that. I don't want space to put things on. That's what the idea here. You got your big, I don't want open space, is what I mean. Like this right here, okay? I want places to put things, like these shelves up here that are hidden behind doors. Then I can put stuff in there. If it's disorganized, if it's untidy looking, you know what, that's fine, right? But because it's behind the doors, it's not gonna bother me. I cleaned out the corner a little bit and I took some measurements. I still need to get this stuff out of here. I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it. Shed would be nice, but I can't get to it through the deep snow. I could, but I'm not going to. I'll basically just stick it somewhere, maybe over there against wood. Next thing I need to do is take these measurements and actually draw something up. So I'll probably spend the rest of today and tonight working with SketchUp to draw the plans for this, the rough plans, just to get started so I can get some stuff cut. I already have material on hand to get started with it, at least the one that goes in the corner. That's the big one anyway. The base is going to be, like I said, around 16 inches deep. It's going to be 50 inches wide, but then there'll be a filler on the side as well to bump it out away from the wall a little bit. So probably be somewhere around 48 in total width. The height will come up to taller than this one, because that was one of the problems. The shelves are too low. I'm thinking start the shelves up off the floor a little bit, and that way, you know, you don't have to bend over so far, because I never did like getting into the drawers on the bottom of this cabinet. They're too close to the floor. You get old, you don't want to bend over. So that, and the one above, completely separate unit, sits on top of it, gets screwed to the wall, shelves inside, doors on the front. And then this other one here will be the last one. Once again, a complete unit that goes from here over to here. Doors on the front, shelves on the inside. Not many dividers inside. I don't want that. I want full, complete shelves going all the way across. There will be pilasters on the front between the doors, and they'll support the shelves on the inside as well. Like you'll have a shelf pin right there on the back of the pilaster. It goes up, and that's where the doors will mount, the hinges on the outside. So should be an interesting project once I get going on it. But like I said, I got to spend today planning it out.